Tyler, these are sweet mics. How long did it take you to set them up?
Dude, we should have talked to a pro.
That's what we're talking about today. Hi, I'm Jason Christiansen, a mortgage lender.
I'm Tyler Kazare, Utah real estate agent.
Aric West, Utah real estate agent.
And today we're talking about our purpose. Why are we doing this show?
We've had a bunch of people asking, and so we're going to tell you 3 stories, all personal stories, and hopefully it'll explain a little bit more.
Good, Tyler.
Let's start with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to share a story with you guys about a little experience I had selling my own house. So a FSBO, right, for sale by owner. I thought I was doing everything right. I'm a researcher.
You did it right.
I used an attorney. I read every piece of documentation that I had, and I thought that I did everything just fine. And what happened is another agent on the other side of that deal took me for a ride, and I got hosed. And funny enough, when I bought my house, I represented myself. Nobody told me that it doesn't cost a dime to use a buyer's agent. So I did the exact same thing. I used an attorney. I went through all the paperwork. I happened to be going against the exact same agent, and that agent took me for another ride.
Which she did. She has a fiduciary duty to her client.
Yes.
To get them the best deal she can. She did a good job as an agent.
Yes.
For her client.
For her client.
In retrospect, like I can kind of laugh about this. It wasn't funny when I learned how bad I'd been taken, like literally tens of thousands of dollars. But that's why I got into this, right? Like I became a real estate agent because I understood that even though I had done the best I could possibly do, and I consider myself a pretty smart kid, even so, I got hosed when it came to the transaction. I learned so much going through that transaction, those 2 transactions. That's why I wanted to become a real estate agent. And then when I became an agent and learned how bad I got taken advantage of, I wanted to share it with other people.
You can understand pieces of the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Just like before I became a mortgage loan officer, I refinanced 3 times in under 2 years.
Ooh.
Every time I saved money in my monthly payment. Dropped it. And then I sold my house and realized I had spent $15,000, not realized until I sold that mortgage, till I paid it off.
Well, and you sit there and look at, like, a lot of people think, hey, I did a good job. I lowered my payment $50.
I saved
and there
money
really
every month.
wasn't anything really wrong with what you did, but you didn't understand the full picture of what real estate really is, or what it means, or what it could be.
Tiny bitty.
I did my little piece right, and then I got in the industry. Man, and so like when I'm talking with clients now, and they say, "Hey, I want to refinance." I said, "Do you really? Like, how long are you going to be in the home? What's going on?" People come to me and they say, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this home. I'm unrepresented." And I say, "Okay, well, let's take a look at some things, right?" And so, like, I'm approved to teach real estate agents CE, right? And I have agents come in all the time. I help agents with their deals, and that sometimes they ask me, like, how do I write this addendum? How do I do this? And I just think, wow, like there's so much to know. Mm-hmm. And so we want to get it out there. So if you're an agent, if you're a client, you can share this with your friends, other industry professionals, and just get a little better educated, help everyone out.
Yeah, and I think that's where the big thing is like what you just said, helping everybody out. Like, this isn't just to make somebody better than the other. This is really, it comes down to protecting your client and making sure that they get the best deal and they're not legally liable for something that they didn't know that they were legally liable for.
Or keep yourself out of being legally liable for something.
Exactly. And that's kind of came where my story is the home that I bought, the agent did a great job. The lender did a great job. I didn't realize until long time into the future, I just didn't know the right questions to ask. Like, I didn't know you could go as a first-time home, go buy a 3-plex and live in it, owner occupy it, and rent the other 2 sides out. That would have been awesome when it was just me and my wife and we had no kids. Would have been great to do. I just didn't know the right questions to ask. And we're 21 episodes deep into this channel right now, and that's just a fraction of what's there, which is why we try to cover the contract, the addendums, different things. And it's constantly changing and evolving, which is why we have people teaching us and different things and going over it, which is why we talk about them constantly.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things we noticed, that we were always talking about these things, kicking them back and forth, and we realized, well, hey, even as industry pros, like there's a lot for us to learn. And as we learn this stuff, why not invite other people who aren't pros to learn along with us?
Right.
Well, and the more information you have, the less chances of you having buyer's remorse or seller's remorse.
Or losing your shorts.
Or losing your shorts.
Don't lose your shorts. Did that. That's not, I don't recommend it. 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Yeah.
So that's what I took away from this is ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask. Research.
Yeah.
Talk to a professional.
Know the whole big picture of where you want to be and the right steps to get there.
And make sure, for crying out loud, you use somebody who knows how to do it. Even if you think you know how to do it, use a pro.
Hey, if we get 100 shares off this video, gray hair over here,
I'm not.
Rogue with X-Men will shave his head. Okay? So make sure you go like and subscribe down below. Share this video. Think of him, and we'll have it on the next video. Let's do it.